What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. Wow. It's a solo stream today. Autumn is in town, but it's just you and I, guys. And I appreciate it. Happy Thursday. Next week is the big day. Big time NAMM. I'll be there. Autumn will be there. Hopefully, if you're here or you're watching after, I'll see you as well. But yeah, very excited for some of the stuff. Not excited for also some of the stuff, but I really want you guys to tell me what is exciting so we can check it out. I think there's been some NAMM releases, but yeah, I'm hoping to see some cool stuff. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Structo? What's going on? What's up, If Dots? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Doing 2 Januaries during this hour. Nice. You know, I've never done January, and I feel like it would be really, I don't know, it's a great way to be consistent, I think. And I've seen so many people put out jams for January, so shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. What's going on, Alex C? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, TD Rec? What's up? So yeah, quick self-promotion. If you haven't checked out the main channel, new video on the main channel, and should be another video next week before NAMM as well. But yeah, I really had a great time making the video on the main channel. So if you like digital synths from the 90s, if you love Waldorf as much as I do, then check out the main channel. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. What's going on, Viral? What's going on? MPC XL? Is that a real thing? I think I saw a rumor about that. Let's see. I'm just going to look up MPC XL. Let's see. Okay. MPC XL. Sample Kings. Does he have any info on this? Okay. Is it because there was like a... Oh, I guess it got leaked? That's really expensive. $3,000. Were the other ones like 2,500 or something before that? Because that just looks so crazy expensive. It looks so crazy expensive. Okay, he's been on it. That just looks so expensive. Oh, and yeah, somehow, just a note for the chat. It's sort of, the chat like defaults into top chat, so you'll have to go, you'll have to click like live chat. Just saying. DJ Reg, it's almost the same price as before. Let's see. So it's got, I mean, it looks crazy. The interface, like the front panel with all of the knobs and stuff here. Let's see. Let's make this bigger. This looks crazy. I don't think the look at these sliders. Did the other one have sliders and stuff too? So that looks crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, $3,000 is a lot. I mean, at that point, what are you doing that like a DAW's not doing? Viral, you have the MPC Live 2, right? What does the MPC XL 2, or whatever this is, the MPC XL, what does this do that the MPC Live 2 cannot do? Because MPC Live 2 was like what, 1,500 or something? Not 100% sure. I still like my MPC 1. I feel like my MPC 1 is You know, it still just sits over there unused, but I will use it eventually at some point in life. Touchscreen finger drum. Okay. Subject. Okay, it has a strip on it. Wow, live is 1800. Stuff is getting... honestly, has gear started to get super expensive? Because I was looking at some gear on... what was it? Just like, I think I was just looking around and used gear was up. Has anyone else noticed like used gear is up very considerably? Like some stuff is down, but like it is so, it's, I think used gear is way up in price. Okay. So this is out. Let's see. I was on Gear News. So let's see. Gear News. I saw the what is this? I saw some of this stuff. URX. I saw a few things about this. This thing I saw. It's like an interface. I kind of feel like gear really has to move past just releasing a new version of something, because this, honestly, this whole like release an interface and like people will buy it, it only seems to appeal to people who don't have any pieces at all, but not really for like an upgrade. But I haven't read a lot about it, but we can always check back on this at some point. If Dots, you said, honestly, I haven't been paying attention. Whoops, hold on. But it would make sense. Everything is more expensive, yeah. Everyone on the used market is using tariff pricing to price their stuff. Let's see. So... oh, that was what was out. I saw this Korg thing with a filter. Let's look at that. This thing. Here we go. It's this Korg Micro Audio 22 and 722. So I saw that this has like the 700 analog filter, but it's also an audio interface. That's kind of interesting. It's something. I don't know. I don't know where that idea came from, but Korg's at least trying. Okay. So it's got a filter. Interesting. I kind of like the color. I kind of like the colors on it. Okay. Let's see. So this is just a normal audio interface. We can watch the video. Let's watch the video, because I honestly have not watched the video. I just read what it is. So let's see. Let's see. Give me a second. So all right. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Let's make it big. Let's make it big. Oh, hold on. Let's get the audio rolling here. There we go. This is the weirdest music. Okay, so it features Korg's 700S analog filter. Okay. If Dots said an analog filter on an audio interface, how could you say no? Except for very easily. It's like they just thought of something like, oh, what can we put in that's not in something else, but then I don't know. I'll try it out at NAMM, but I don't really get it. Also, I feel like this music is so weird for this ad. It just looks so weird. I wonder if the filter's stereo. That could be useful, actually. Interesting. Okay. Let me read a little bit. What does it have in it? So it's a 2x2 interface. Let me just type in stereo. Oh, that's good. The word stereo is not here. So I have to assume it's mono. Let's see. Synth manufacturer Korg has always had a penchant for doing unexpected around this time of year. One of them has a built-in low-pass filter, an addition of a mini jack, and an analog filter inspired, blah, blah, blah. This provides a resident low or high pass that can be switched between the inputs and the USB as a single source. It allows you to filter creatively. I don't know. There's also this thing called Filter Arc, which gives you a bunch of Korg's filters. I kind of like that, but I would think it'd actually be more. What would be a better product, guys? Like, I would think a better product would be a dedicated piece of equipment that looked like this Korg, that looked like this, but each of these is like a filter, kind of like a Sherman filter bank, but it has all the Korg's filters. So here it can have the 700S, here it can have the MS-20, and then here it can have what's another Korg synth that's like famous? Korg put in the chat some other Korg filter that they could put as like the third filter there. Yeah, Alex, see, I guess this filter arc is what they're talking about. That's the new thing. Oh yeah, good job, Alexi. The filter could be from the monopoly or something. Jack says okay. Oh wait, let me check that out. Lee RMX Ignite? Okay. Yeah, I just think that would be better. Let's see the price. Oh wait, it's not very expensive. $279 American, maybe? Let's real quick go to the product page. I just want to see what they have on their actual site. Compact meets studio clarity. I do like the look. I will be honest. I just don't. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Resonance cutoff. It looks like it's got to be stereo then. I don't know. I'm going to type in stereo again. Stereo. Okay. Making it ideal for stereo synthesizers. Single knob workflow. Its features allows for both channels to be controlled simultaneously. So there's a stereo link function. Let's check out the specifications real quick. Maybe that'll give a better idea. So this seems to be for both of them. Line input. Okay. Line output. Jacks. Okay. Filter. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe if somebody in the chat can look. A stereo filter seems like it would be for 2 something. A stereo filter, if you really were looking for a stereo desktop filter, this would be perfect. I just don't know if you can use it in some kind of standalone mode or something. That would be more useful to me. And I don't have like a standalone stereo filter anywhere. So not the worst product idea in the world. Just maybe a little bit strange that it's an audio interface. Okay, so Jack, you said the RMX Ignite. Let's see. RMX Alpha Theta RMX? Huh, I've never heard of this before. Here we go. Mix Online. When's the last time I used this website? Mix Online. Crazy. Meet the next RMX Ignite effector. Well, this is the worst. Where's like the photo? Sorry. I need a photo. Let's just go to Sweetwater. Here we go. Professional DJ effector. Okay, it's a DJ effector. So it's like for people who use like setups like Serato for live sessions and for like live DJ sets. Let's see. It's Pioneer RMX 100 finally has arrived. Enter the okay. So I guess the RMX 100 was like a very big deal. Destructor, you're saying you were interested in the RMX Ignite? How much is this? $12.99. I used to DJ, but we use like in the box pieces of like software effects and stuff, like VSTs and stuff for all of our stuff. So, I don't think I've ever used something like this. I actually don't. I could look at this at like NAMM. I don't know how many videos are going to be out. It looks like it's been out for a little bit, but it's not fully out yet since it's like still pre-order. But some of the tech looks interesting. 32-bit audio, 64-bit DSP, so super high quality like conversion and effects. Let's see. That's interesting. I kind of, honestly, at this point, going to NAMM, I think I'm super into the actual stuff I have no idea about. Like last year, I think some of the most interesting things I saw were not related to synthesizers or keyboards at all. So I might check this out just because I think NAMM's the best place to find just random things that are not in like your wheelhouse. So I'll check this out. I'm sure this will be there, guaranteed. What company was Alpha Theta before? Mackie or something? Or, I don't know. Transition machine? Yeah, totally. Let's see. Let's see what else on Gear News. So I don't know how many people are like software people. I have never been a FabFilter person, even though I know it's good. But Pro C, so I think like it's the third version of their compressor. That's out. That's cool. I don't know. Honestly, how much further can we go in plug-in technology for compressors? I kind of think at this point, since we're at 56-bit, like, or 64-bit, like, resolution, like, processing, I mean, we haven't gone up in sample rate. Sample rate's still, like, 192 is, like, the top. 32-bit is something new, but also not widely adopted. So, like, more software seems kind of weird. Obviously, this is for people who probably already have Pro, like FabFilter Pro C version 2 or whatever. But I don't know. This is just a thing. If that says, I've never been a FabFilter person, even though I know it's good. Yeah, I honestly think it's because I believe the price of entry is too much if you're not like already coming in as a seasoned user. The only time they do sales is Black Friday, 1. And then 2, it's like $200 for regular price. It just seems like I would want to get like 3 of them. Like the Saturn, I think there's like a saturator, a compressor, and an EQ. But I just don't know. I mean, I don't really know what it does that like things that are $50 don't do. So, but anyways, it's a thing. I only said that whole thing because I don't know, it's new. Also, if you're in LA, here we go, real quick. If you're in LA, go to this Buchla and Friends thing. I guess they're calling it the Synth anti-NAMM. I don't know. I guess it's NAMM is not cool, so this is the alternative. It is free. So if you're in LA and you want to go see a bunch of companies like Buchla, here's all the names. Like 1010, Ableton, I don't know. This name is so weird now. AI, whatever. Groove. Who would I see? Tip Top is probably the coolest company here. Obviously, Noise Engineering is like Friends, but this says many more. So if you're in LA, I'll be there. I don't know if Autumn will be there, but I'll be there if you want to hang out. Oh, wait. Let's see. Alex C says, Molten Music has a review of the Korg filter interface thing. I'll have to watch it after the stream. Okay. Let's see about that. What's up, Ryan, bro? You buy Fab Filters to support Dan? Fab Filter. I think he has like an affiliate link. Let's see. Molten Music has a review of the Korg filter. Let's see. Molten Modular. This might be the better way. We're just going to find his... Look, I already sort of watched it.
Robin and
part of it. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's just watch Robin talk about his thing real quick. And the Korg will... Now we'll understand everything. So, let's see. Let's listen to Robin talk about this really quick.
Welcome to Molten Music Technology. Today, we're looking at an audio interface. Yeah, I know, it's really boring. Audio interfaces are boring. They just are, except for this one.
Well, of course, except
this
for this
one couldn't be more exciting. This is the Korg Micro Audio 722.
Okay, here we go. Filter
And
hardware.
what Korg have done, the filter then has its own set of controls. Cut-off and resonance, obviously. You can choose between low and high pass. You can choose whether it's applied to the input or to the USB output, so the output from software. You can route it through and back again into software, which I will show you, which is extremely handy. And I struggled to find that function for a while and was thinking that, oh no, this is not very good. But no, it is really quite good. Then you've got an LFO and an envelope. So an LFO for either free or synced to your software that you can apply to the filter cutoff, or an envelope. Now, where does that envelope come from? There's no CV on this. There's no way to trigger that. So it's actually an envelope follower. It follows whatever you stick in and uses that to control the filter, which is kind of groovy in places, and other places, well, not so much. But that's what you have without actually putting CV control in. That's the best way to kind of put in a bit of auto wah, a bit of auto filter, and you have control over rate and intensity, positive or negatively. That is it. It's a smart looking box.
I think it looks good.
I like the shape, the design. I'm loving the colours on this. I think it's brilliant. I love the whole design of the Mini Korg. I think it's a beautiful little piece of work, understated and yet dramatic in its own way with these bits and pieces. And it looks quite nice and neat on your desk. I'm going to prop it up for video purposes. And please, I do apologise for the mess. This is just a working environment, it's always in flux, it's always moving about, and there's stuff going around. So I'm going to plug this back in, and then we'll have a bit of a play, yeah? See what we can make of it.
Let's see how it works.
Let's begin with the filter then. That's got to be it. I mean, otherwise we're just recording in and out of a thing, and that's not terribly exciting. Whereas the filter definitely is. So let's plug a whole bunch of things in, different source materials, see how that sounds. Seems like a good start. So I'm going to bring you in. Let's look at it a little bit closer. Right, here we are. So essentially the audio interface is this bit. This is your inputs here.
Okay.
Your input gain controls and bits and pieces. And then this is the filter section. Cut off, resonance, rate, intensity, or whatever it is. Tenuverter on the how much of stuff is going in to here. Yeah? Have you got it? So I've got the Astrolab 37 here, and I'm just running the stereo output from it directly into
so it is stereo.
2. I've put the link on, so we're going to be just on number 1. So I've got some strings going in. So I just hold on to those strings for the minute. Let's put in the low pass filter and run it through.
Bro, what is it doing? Oh.
So nothing. Well, that's because I've got the envelope follower on, and I need to put that to nothing so I can just sweep it. I need to have that not doing anything. Let's try that again, can we? It was quite dramatic,
let's try it again.
Kind of felt like nothing was happening.
Crunchy, very crunchy.
So let's bring that resonance down a bit.
Yeah, bring the resonance down.
Take the edge off.
I think the input's a little hot. I'm not sure. I can't tell. No, it sounds sweet. Sounds clean. Thank God. I was worried my synth that doesn't have a filter that I totally
It's nice. Let's whack it up into high pass mode.
Okay. I'm not against it. I'm definitely not against it. I think my main issue is that
Why don't we add a little bit of LFO?
it's also an audio interface. I don't know why that bothers me. I just feel like that's weird and it's throwing me off. I like it. Like, I genuinely like the idea of the packaging. I think it's underused as a filter, but it is stereo and it's only $279, I think. I just think it would have been better if all they had to do was say it's not just the 700S filter, it's also the MS-20 filter. They put two filters in the thing, they get all the A to D conversion out of the way, and, you know, boom. It's, I don't know, it makes sense to someone like me, right? I think it sounds good. It feels like we're playing Mad Libs at the Korg office. It does sound good, right? If dots, it does sound good. It's also got the built-in LFO, the like attenuverter part of it, low and high pass. I mean, I think genuinely, if you went right now and looked on friend of the channel, Perfect Circuit. No, I'm just kidding. If you looked on any website that sold like a decent amount of boutique pieces of analog audio gear, so that's why I say Perfect Circuit, you would be hard pressed to find a stereo standalone filter that has low and high pass and an LFO for $270 something. I just think this, I'm going to go to the show and tell them. I mean, not that Korg cares what I say, because Korg's never, they think that I'm too critical of them, but I just think it's halfway there. What's up? 100 Things I Do. What's going on? What's going on? You said you love Korg, but this is not for me. Just does not sound like the vibe of a great filter. I think it sounds okay. Maybe it definitely is not, to me, the sweetest filter I've ever heard. That definitely is something I would agree about. I think it sounds fine, if not good, like good enough. But it definitely is not the most sweet filter that I've heard. During the sweeps, it definitely was not, it was like crackling up, but it wasn't like singing to me the way I think really great filters do. What's up, Buford? What's going on? It is halfway there. No 5-1. I'm really interested in what they're going to do more with this type of idea. So they did their best, I think. They did their best. Aquatic Morales, what's up? You said it's a bit odd. Synths already have these capabilities. May be good for modifying other instruments. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have a... So, I mean, I guess I'll just point out something that I think a filter would be good for. So, here we go. So, this is like the Jomox Alpha Bass, right?
I think you get the idea.
The Alpha Bass has individual filters on channels, but not a stereo filter for everything. So, I've already been looking just to get a stereo filter for my Alpha Bass. Not that I've had this for a long time, but I've just always thought like it would be better if you could do like a full like just stereo bus filter, and it doesn't do that. So I'm just saying I think there's a market for a desktop standalone filter, but I don't know. This just seems to be halfway there, in my opinion. All right, let's go back to gear news. Let's see. Let's just click Synth. What am I doing? All right. What is this? Does this just come out? The return of the Dalai Lama? Is this like a plugin? It's a plugin. I mean, not that I... Oh, what? Whoa, look at this. Seek Track. This is going to be good. Seek Track 2.0 update. I feel like everybody forgot about the Seek Track. Buford says, ask them about other Electribe. Like new Electribes? Has Korg... I mean, I don't know a ton about the Electribe, but I know what you're talking about. Has Korg like abandoned the like Volca range? Have they? I'm just thought about that. You said Electribe, but it just made me think of Volcas. Have they sort of abandoned that range? All right, let's see. Seek Track. More updates. So maybe they're going to, this is just potential prediction. Maybe they'll announce some new Volcas. Volca Filter, Volca Korg MS, Volca Filter Bank, Korg Volca Filter Bank. I wish they just listed off all of the updates. Maybe there's a video. Version 2 tutorial. Okay. So, just in time for NAMM new firmware update. Interesting new features. You can now convert drum tracks to AWM2 synth tracks. Okay, so it kind of adds an extra track. You don't have to delegate it to whatever you were delegating it to before. Probably the SIG track. Aquatic Borealis. The alpha bass is amazing, and I know people go gaga about like, what is it, that Roland TR-1000, but like, just get an alpha bass. I don't know. Okay, so 2.0 expands the... Okay, so you get more on the bar link button, which can now be used for drum tracks. Now you can adjust the pattern link for the entire project. Okay, huge update, clearly. Wow. Improved backup feature. This doesn't seem really exciting yet. This doesn't seem very exciting. What? Major update? Did I miss something where there's major things? Let me go again. I guess maybe it's not all in the article, but you can update drum tracks to something else. All right, let's watch the video because this is not enough information.
In this video...
Oh, it's only 4 minutes. All right. Let's watch the video. Let's see. We're going to learn. Let's learn together, guys. 3, 2, 1, go.
We introduced the features that were added or modified in the Seek Track OS version 2.0 update. You can download the new OS installer from the link in the description. The update is also available through the Seek Track app. OS version 2.0 adds 2 types of tracks, synth and drum kit. The synth track type lets you use a drum track as a synth track. To change the track type, hold on the knob of the track you want to change.
Is this AI? Is this AI voiceover?
The drum keys below will light up. The drum keys on the right are used to change the synth track type, so hold down an applicable drum key. The drum key using the currently selected track type will turn magenta.
Magenta.
Let's give the new synth track type feature a try. The synth track type is operated the same way as synth tracks 1 and 2. And can use synth sounds. Please note that you can only use AWM2 synth sounds. Seek Track does not support the use of DX sounds for synth track types. By switching some of the drum tracks to the synth track type, you can increase the number of synth sounds up to a maximum of 9 layers.
What was it before, 8?
Now, let's take a look at the drum kit track type. You can change a track to the drum kit track type the same way you would with the synth track type. Hold down an applicable drum key to switch the track type.
This sucks.
The drum kit track type can handle up to 7 drum sounds on a single track, just like the sampler track. It is set to step sequencer mode by default. You can allocate each drum sound to the 7 synth keys and change the sounds as you like. Although using the synth track type reduces the number of drum tracks that can handle drum sounds, you can make up for this by using the drum kit track type.
This sucks. I hate this. I'm done watching this. God. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now we know by no one talks about the C track. I don't know what this is. It just, I get it, because every time I see an interface that I think sucks, I totally realize that I'm the main, like, champion of the Dave Smith Instruments Tempest. But this just looks like, I tried it, mind you, also. I tried this thing, I think it was 2 years ago when it came out. It's not unfun, but it's just the design is so strange. The design, I know that it's a Japanese piece of equipment, but it just definitely does not feel like something I'd want to use. So, whatever. Also, that update, this 2.0, major update? Like, I don't know. Major update would be, they made it fun. But this, not to me. They have not. Let's see. Okay, here we go. MIDI controller. Just kidding. We're not going to look at a MIDI controller. Definitely not. I saw this thing, but it's Arturia Keylab. Like, I just can't stand companies continuing to release MIDI controllers. I don't even know what the joke is about gender reveal. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get this at all. So, whatever. Let's see. Turnian says, Dirty Wave looks sick. Is a Dirty Wave... Dirty Wave. Is that like a new thing? Is the Dirty Wave... Oh, Dirty Wave is new? Well, there's like a M8. Is the M8... Isn't the M8 the Dirty Wave? Yeah. Okay, so it's been out for a while. Try an Udo Domino and NAMM. Oh, I definitely will try Udo Domino and NAMM. I'm kind of afraid to check out the Domino because I know I'm going to love it. And I don't know if I want to love it. Let's go to their website. Oh man, it just looks so cute. I almost said it looks cute. It just looks so clean. I love everything they do design-wise at Udo. I think this may look better than the Super 6. They only have 2 cents anyway, two styles. I mean, I think this looks sicker. I love the way the Super 6 is and everything, but man, in white, Yeah, this is nice. Oh, Aquatic says, what is Novation going to have? That's a very interesting question. Prediction. Last year at NAMM, they showed off what did they show? They showed off software. They showed off the base station software, which was, I guess it makes sense, but so disappointing to me as a person who feels as if Novation is such a like classic synth company that I would like to see something in the world of, I don't know, it's kind of hard. The peak is, all of the synths they have are still good. Like, how do you go better than the Summit? Philosophically. But also, how do you like what's better than a Summit? It's like a, what, eight voices or 16? Is it 16? 16 voice hybrid circuit. Iftashi said Novation needs to release an updated circuit. I don't even know. I know they have like multiple different like circuit tracks and circuit rhythm, circuit range. Let's see. So, why is this website so dark? Oh. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Okay. Circuit tracks and circuit rhythm. I mean, these are still active products. I always liked the circuit mono station. I thought that was a really good idea, but it died so fast. The circuit mono station was like, I think, like a circuit rhythm, a circuit tracks, and like a bass station all in one. I thought that was always very interesting. Okay. The track has the exact same synth engine as the original circuit. It's 10 years old and didn't sound great then. Oh. Wait, what? Eternian says SP16? SP16 would be like an SP1200? Right? SP16, right? Or what is a SP16? Who makes that? A Novation SP16? I don't know. Super Laser Summit. It's a Pioneer SP16. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, Buford. I like the circuit mono station. I thought it was interesting. I don't think that it was easy for them to explain what it did. Also, I watched the official like demo and it was kind of lackluster. I personally think it really is important to have a good person showing off a piece of equipment. And it felt like that wasn't good. It wasn't as bad as a Kai Dan, but it felt a little... Oh, SP16 is Pioneer Toriaz Dave Smith. Oh, I remember that one. But I actually, as a prediction, I would say no. But only because I continue to wonder what's the direction for sequential type products. And that seemed to come out of left field back then even. And I know people love it. But I'll say unlikely. Aquatic says Summit layout is so nice. Digital OS and analog filters. Yeah, it's like, where do you go from there? You just release a better version of that thing? I think the big I don't even want to say the big push more when it comes to like making content like on my channel or whatever, but the more I see other channels, which is obviously everybody's prerogative, obviously, but the more I see like heavy selling, like buy this, like it's the best, I constantly am just like, there has to be like a couple of people in this who are just accepting that like gear and selling people and telling people to buy more gear is definitely not going to make their musical journey more purposeful and fulfilling. Because there's a difference between making music and buying things. The same reason is like owning a fast car doesn't make you a race car driver, but it's still cool to own a Ferrari. Nobody doesn't want to own a Ferrari, but fast car objectively doesn't equal race car driver, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep being the like, hey, like all the stuff that you forgot and that's in that people are thinking are trash because it just didn't come out this year or last year. I mean, honestly, I saw a video, and I'm not going to say who it's by, and I'm not criticizing this person, but I'm just going to say there was a video that I saw that was, is the MPC Live 2 still worth it? And I'm like, what? Like, where are we in the world of like consumerism? If like you're a piece that came out like under 6 months ago, it's asking, is it still worth it to get the thing that's like the best thing at the time? It's just like, I don't know. We're way too far down. We're way too far into depression if we're like thinking our thing that we just got might not be worth it like a few months later. So I don't know. No criticism, just an observation if that's the path that musicians on YouTube, and it's not even musicians on YouTube, right? It's just personalities maybe are at. So, oh, that's what it is. Okay, thanks, Eternian. Alpha Theta is now Pioneer. I asked that earlier, and I wasn't sure who Alpha Theta became. Corey Belial says it's just bait content. It's just the hard part about that is like, I feel as if people are actually taking it seriously sometimes. Like, so many users there's a lot of people who really like think about their piece of equipment in a like, they bought it, I didn't make a lot of music with it, so I think it must not be worth it, and that's my issue. It's just weird. It's like old and new gear. If it works, it's relevant. Yeah. It's like saying is a piano still worth it in 2026? Is an acoustic guitar worth it in 2026? It's just like, it's just a piece. It's just a tool. It didn't do anything to hurt you. That's what I think. What's up, Mac? What's going on? Yeah, ready? Here we go. Here's my super hot take. Everything is worth it all the time, forever, and nothing is never worth it because it's just a tool, and it's like asking a home builder, is a hammer and nails worth it in 2026? It's like, well, I guess if you have something you need to be hammered with nails, then sure, it's still worth it. But we're at a weird place, I think, with the lusting of things. So anyway, I'll say what I hope for. Here we go. This is what I hope for. NAMM 2026. My true hope is I would love to see, and I don't know if I would get it, but I love my sub 37, but I would very much be open to something in the same form factor as my sub 37, but with some of the new bells and whistles from Moog. So the Messenger is below it, the Muse is above it, something right there, or a Voyager replacement. That's my hope there. Second, I really want to see Sequential go back to being a company that leads the pack in innovation and imagination. To me, they have not felt that way in so long. The Take 5, the TEO 5, the Forum just doesn't feel like they're there. I'd like to see Korg be really innovative and do something in terms of like that filter bank in a Volca format. That would be sick. I don't think so. I heard Behringer's going to be there, and like I think Behringer is the company I want to love. I want to be excited for, because I'm a person who thinks that the things that they do, outside of like them just being brats, I think the brats of music, because I think that they're weird. It's so hard for me because nothing they do is exciting. It's like everything they do feels like they're only trying enough to get people with low expectations excited. That's my issue with Behringer. I like how much they've democratized costs, and I also am not a person who thinks like them being internet weirdos is the worst thing in the world. Like, I just think like I see them and I feel like they were onto it at the beginning with the DeepMind, and it's just gone awry ever since. Let's see. There's so many like drum machines out now, and I have so many drum machines that nothing in the drum machine could excite me. I know Waldorf isn't going to release anything, but being as how Waldorf has killed off the Quantums, so Quantums are gone. They have now taken care of the low end, which is the Protein. Is the Iridium the middle for them? Or is the Iridium now the high end? Because I kind of feel like the Iridium should be the high end for them now. Like Waldorf should stay in that sub 2500 range. And I'd like to hear, hey, we're doing like a Protein, but in the middle. Something like $900, but could fill the space of something like the Argon 8 from Modal. I'd also like to see Modal. I'm interested to see what Modal might have going on. Modal is, the 002 is my dream from Modal, but I'm just interested to see if Modal is still a company at all. I think. Aquatic Barrel says the TO5 and Forum have sold well, haven't they? I think so, but I think problem for me is that they're just iterations of something already out, the OB6 and the Prophet 6. So it's not really new. It's kind of like they just changed the box. So that's like, why? Where's the Prophet 12? Where's the Prophet 7? Where is it? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the Prophet 7. Archive the Archive says, do you think there's enough reason for companies to keep making groove boxes and for musicians to keep anticipating them? Honestly, I am really trying to figure out where do we go from here with equipment, because it feels like some company has to take the step of like almost like losing money to push things forward so that other companies will see that it's viable and like move the entire market that way. But if we're going to keep having like companies release synths that are nowhere near as good as synths that came out 30 years ago, everything's already lost. So like, how much better is, I'm trying to think of groove boxes. There's so many groove boxes. So many are so good and they've been out forever. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I count the Digitact as a groove box, but the Digitact is super old to me now. But I would never be like, hey, you need to go above the Digitact. Like, the amount of amazing music that's been made with that, I don't know. I think they released the Carbonate. I think the silver one. I think they did. No, the Carbonate was the blue one. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oh yeah, look. Jack brought up the MC707. Yeah, like, is the Roland MC707 obsolete now? I looked and I was like, why is this thing like super cheap? It's still good. I think people just forget groove boxes. It's I don't even know how some companies are like able to put all the R&D into a product, release it, and then it just looks like it like died within a year. It's kind of like the Seek track. It's like, where is this product selling? I have no idea. And yeah, I love the Prophet 6, but there's a place the Prophet 6 could go in terms of the next step. The Prophet 7, like the Prophet 7, that just sounds right. The Prophet 7 is, I could just see it being so great if they really just lean into like, let's take what made other pieces really great, and that's the new Prophet. Like the Prophet 7 is the Prophet X, the Prophet 12, and like the Prophet 5, and the Evolver in one. They just do everything. That's what I'd like to see. All right. Let's see. Am I missing what the MC707 is? Isn't it that thing from Roland? Yeah. Yeah. Like, look how cheap this thing is. This thing is like, this thing is like $500. Get this out of here. Get out of here. Oh wait, what the hell? Yeah, this thing. This thing looks sick. The sequential Homer car. The one with his brother Herb. Yeah, and the SH4D. Like, I don't know. I think this is like my literal thought for all musicians ever. This is my legit heavy opinion, is just like pick a thing and then like that's your thing, like forever, right? It's like for me, it's like the Tempest is just my thing forever. It's just, it fits like a glove. You're never looking for the next best thing because it's so good and you're so familiar with it. Anything else feels like it's stifling your creativity, right? How many years has it been? 14 years since I got my Tempest. And there's never a thought in my mind since I learned it. So maybe 12 years that I've learned it. There's never been a thought in my head that like something will supersede this as a better tool, like to me. Yeah, this stuff is so cheap. Archive the Archive says, sometimes I kind of wonder, do we really need more gear? Are we just making gear to keep the market alive? Or are we doing it to keep innovating and empowering artists to create and express? The interesting thing is there, I don't actually think it's the gear that's, it's a personal issue, right? Like, I don't know how many pieces of music I've released since, let's just say, the last 10 years. I don't even know, so many pieces. And that doesn't even count all of the music I make just for the videos, right? Like it's like, you know, I make the Waldorf microwave XT video and I just make music on the XT exclusively on that piece so the video feels more authentic. Like it's not just a bunch of stock music, it's the piece so you can hear it. So I don't know how much but I'm also not a gear person. I like things as an enthusiast. Like I like, you know, I don't know. I like lots of things as an enthusiast, right? But once you stop using it as a tool, I mean, shoot. Where do we go from there? Yeah, I don't know. Citizen Sound Publishing says, do you make jazz music? No, I don't know if I would consider it jazz. I mean, I play a saxophone. I play a Rhodes. Is that jazz? I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's see. All right. Here's the plan. Next week, do you tritone substitute? Of course, you must tritone substitute. But also, here's my thought. Ready? Here's my thought about tritone sub. I'm at this. I've played keys and piano for so long. I only think about doing things like that as I need to figure out, I'm stuck at a place where I need to make some sort of like harmonic change. That's where my brain goes. Like it's all just like colors and feeling to me. I don't think about like the harmony of it at all. Right? If it works, it works. And then I'll go back and figure out how it makes sense. But it kind of doesn't have to. And a lot of times, so I'll tell you probably the biggest time when I think about harmony. Ready? It's, I make on one day a chorus, and then on a totally different day, I make a verse for a song. And then I'll be thinking to myself, like, dude, this chorus is sick and this verse is sick. They could kind of go together, but I need this last chord of the verse and this first chord of the chorus to go together. And then I'll think to myself, do I need to change so there's a better turnaround here? Right? Do I need to like do some sort of harmonic change so that the transition of harmony makes sense. But outside of that, everything in my brain after all these years is just colors, texture, and what I'm trying to say. So I think harmony was like a big thing in my life in college when I was just learning, and I'm just trying to figure, I'm like, everything's math and like numbers and, you know, but now it's just feeling. Everything's feeling. If it's not feeling, then it's not worth doing. So I think to get to the place you want to be, you gotta go colors and textures. You have to, I don't even think people should heavily focus on learning music if they're not going to go through the process of changing it back to just how do you feel about what you're doing. And then, because I think the issue is people have to connect with what you're saying with your music. So if you're not able to connect and say how I feel and how to paint it, how to paint the picture, I don't think songs are putting together cars. I think it's painting a picture. So if you can't actively paint a picture with the colors you want, with the feelings that make sense to you, you should probably not go too far into harmony, because you're going to do things that don't feel right, but that are correct, right? Anyways. Anyway, I'm leaving. I want to eat ice cream. And my girlfriend's coming over. So, next time you guys see me, it will probably not be on stream unless NAMM, Autumn and I stream from a NAMM hotel room next Thursday. We might do that and discuss. That could be fun, but I'm going to be in Anaheim, so I won't be at home able to stream from here. But I'm going to have a lot of random videos on the channel. And if you're interested in seeing something, please leave a comment on this video and I will try to find a way to have a video of it on the channel. And yeah, looking forward to it, guys. See you guys soon. If you're coming to NAMM, I look forward to seeing you at NAMM. So